to Voyage podcast. My name is Natalia. I'm your English teacher, and thank you for being with me today. And to start, the idea of this podcast is to help you learn English and practice your listening. I know that you do a lot of exercises on my YouTube lessons, and I give you home tasks. But remember, the more you listen, the faster you learn English. Here, we don't focus on grammar, and we don't speak Russian, but we talk about interesting things and news in the world. Today, there are many websites with interesting content for beginners, and I think that you can easily get confused. But I'll show you the best sources ever to learn and fall in love with this language, my dear friends. I'll talk slowly for you, so don't worry, okay? And remember, there is a link to a transcript below this episode. You can always read my speech and translation to Russian if you need. Let's start. So, if you don't know me, I will tell you a few words about myself. My name is Natalia. I'm an English teacher from Kazakhstan. I also created a meaningful English course for beginners with grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and homework. It's on my YouTube channel, Natalia Voyage. The news on this episode are taken from the website newsinlevels.com, which is a very useful website for you guys. I recommend it. Each episode, we will have 3 news, and we will learn some new words. All right? Let's go. News number 1. It is called Turtles and Plastic. You know, the turtles, right? Those green animals which live in the sea, right? And plastic. Plastic is very, very bad thing for you guys, right? We've got plastic bottles, right? Okay, so let's get down straight to the news. On Kenya's beaches, Kenya is a country, right? On Kenya's beaches, there is a lot of plastic waste. This is a big problem for turtles. They eat the plastic. The plastic kills them. It kills them. The turtles die, okay? They eat it because they think that it's a jellyfish. Jellyfish is a sea animal, okay? It's a bit dangerous, okay? It can bite you. In the transcript, you will have a picture of jellyfish, all right? So they eat plastic because they think that it's jellyfish. People find out that young turtles eat plastic more often than adults. Adults are bigger and older than young turtles. Young turtles are baby turtles, okay? And adult turtles are big turtles and they're old. So young turtles eat more plastic. They die also. When there is plastic on beaches, turtles cannot lay eggs. Turtles, they have to lay eggs for new baby turtles. But because of plastic, they can't lay eggs on beaches. Plastics also blocks the way to the ocean. This is a problem for young turtles. They cannot get into the water. That is a very sad news number one. And this is a big problem for our world ecology, right? For our animals, especially sea animals. All right, so news number two. We call it people lose jobs in webinar. If you lose your job, you never go back to your job. Okay? So some people lose their jobs in a webinar. Webinar is a meeting on the internet. I think that you know what the webinar is, right? So let's get down straight to our news. 900 people, can you imagine? 900 people do a webinar with their boss. Just imagine, okay? 900 people in Zoom, whatever. Maybe Zoom, maybe Skype. These people work for a US mortgage company. This mortgage company gives money to people or organizations who are buying a house or apartment. Later, the people or organizations return the money to the company. This webinar is very short. The man says to his employees that they lose their jobs. Can you imagine? So your boss tells you on the webinar that you lose your job. That is crazy, I think. Okay, so employee is a person who works for a company. For example, managers, secretaries. Okay, so the man says to his employees that they lose their jobs. All 900 people lose their jobs right away. Just after the webinar, they are very surprised. They do not think that this will happen. It's a very bad news for them before Christmas. Of course, right? Some people want to speak with the boss. It is not possible. Their company computers stop working. Wow. Some employees say that the boss is not good to them. He doesn't care about them. In the past, he emails some people. In the emails, he writes that they are slow and stupid. Okay? Slow means not smart, not fast. Just like that. This is another bad news, we can say, right? But it is very surprising. Okay, and our last news, number 3, is about teenagers and Instagram. You know that teenagers are the children at the age of 12 to 16 or 18 years old. Okay? And Instagram is a social network, is a type of social media, right? Instagram is very popular. Teenagers use it a lot. Unfortunately, it can be dangerous too. Why? Because people share pictures on Instagram. They edit the pictures. To edit means that you make the picture look nicer. Add some effects to that picture, right? To look nicer, to look more beautiful. And many teenage girls edit their selfies. They think that they will look more beautiful. When other girls see the pictures, they feel bad about themselves because they think that they're ugly. When you say that you're ugly, it means that you are not pretty. You are not beautiful. Okay? And those teenage girls think that they are ugly. Secret documents show that Instagram knows about this problem a long time ago. Instagram says that it will be safer soon. There will be some new tools. A tool is a thing which somebody uses for special task or activity. Some tools may be effects, right? This is a tool. And parents will see how much time their children are on Instagram. It will be possible to control the time for children to use it. That is another news for today. We've got 3 huge big news, and I hope this is interesting for you guys. There you go. This is the end of this podcast. So thank you all for listening to me. I am really, really happy that you have listened to this podcast until the end. To find the transcript of the podcast, you can go to the link below this episode. Please, guys, let me know in the comments if you like such kind of content here. Okay? What you like, what you don't like. I need your feedback. I hope we will meet again next week with this new podcast. Try to understand as much as possible. To read articles every day and to do a little English every day. Thank you all. Have a great week and see you soon. Bye bye.